Hello everyone and welcome back to the last tutorial. Now this tutorial is going to be about Bosca Ceoil, the music making program. That is also free. Yay! We love free programs. It's so amazing. So right now what we have is just kind of this little line that's going across. Don't know what it's doing. Don't know what we're doing. Everything's new. I'm going to hit pause. That way it stops moving. And I'll just go over the basics on how to use Bosca Ceoil. Now, when you download it, it'll also give you a tutorial as well if you hit this help button right here. So if I don't explain something clearly enough for you, or if you feel like you need like another run through, you can hit this help button and it'll take you through a step-by-step tutorial. So first things first, we have these buttons right here. New song. This will let you make a new song. And you click that and oh, look at that. New song is made. The export button. This is what we're going to use to export our music. I don't have anything yet, so we're not going to use it yet, but yeah, that's what we'll use eventually. Load Ceoil, so when you save a Bosca Ceoil file, you can load it back up. And actually, when you download this program, I suggest making a folder for it, and then putting it somewhere easy to remember, like a desktop or something, because it will come in a zip folder, and then you're going to want to unzip it and unzip it into that folder. So whenever you save a Ceoil, you can load it, and this is how you save one. And it'll just turn it into a Ceoil file. So then, as for actual music making, let's start with this. This is the pattern 416. For any music nerds out there, you know, it's in 4s right now. You can change that around if you'd like. I'm just going to keep it like this, and this is the BPM. Basically the beats per minute, how fast it's going to go. Right now it's at 120. I don't really see a problem with that, so I'll keep that for now. Now over here we have the arrangement tab, and this is where you're going to keep all of your little patterns. So basically for each arrangement you have this amount of space to work with to make a pattern. And if you want to make a new one, you're going to have to hit add new and then use that there. So right now let's just start with something simple. D sharp, E, F. I have no idea how this is going to sound. Okay, so now I'm going to hit space, and that's going to, space is your pause and play button. So if you want to pause it, if you want to play it, you're going to want to hit space. So we're going to hit space. Not bad. I guess I can make it, I'll give it like 2 rests, and then I'll make it repeat again. Cool, cool. Okay, so this could be our first little pattern right here. I wonder what will happen. So if you want to place one of these little notes right here, you'll left click. If you want to get rid of one, you'll right click. So I'm going to right click, delete that guy, and I'm going to left click and just kind of put these down here and see how it sounds. Kind of cool. Sounds kind of cool. So we have those now, and that will be our first pattern. So this is our first pattern. It sounds like this. And I think I want that to repeat twice. So right now, this is literally the only thing we have in the song. If we want it to repeat itself, we're going to have to add another one. And if we want to hear the repetition, this is our timeline. If you drag it over, you can make it longer. Drag it over this way, you can... Oh, I guess you can't make it shorter. Interesting. Whoa, what just happened right there? Even I'm still figuring out this program, it looks like. So let's see. Oh, right, clicking. Okay, so just click once if you want to bring it back to this size. If you want to make it longer, expand it. So we'll do that. I'm going to hit space bar, so let it play again. Cool. So we have that now. And as you can notice, it's kind of gone down a bit. That's a little annoying. So what you're going to want to do is hit the arrow keys so that way you can scroll up and down. These numbers right here represent the octave that it's going to be in. So right now it's high, but if we were to, I don't know, go down to like 5 or something and add like this, you'll hear it's lower, a lot lower. And I kind of like that, so I'm going to, actually no, maybe not. I'll just right click, right click, right click, right click, right click, right click. Okay. So now we have this. Cool. I mean, it's a standard starting pattern, I guess. Like, it's a little bit, it's kind of small tune, very small tune, but kind of want to add more to it, kind of want to layer it up a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working on our second pattern. Let's see, what is that? How does that sound? Now, if you want to hear how this sounds, I would recommend clicking over here and then like putting your pattern right here, because if you just play it from here, it's only going to play these two again. You won't be able to hear this one. So what you want to do is move your timeline over to a space that's unoccupied right now, put your new pattern in, and then hit space and see how it sounds. Sounds pretty good. Let's see. Do this, 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 and then I'm wondering if I can let's see. I'm going to use the keys again. So this is the down arrow, and I'm just going to add notes that are 2 under and see how that sounds. Oh, I don't quite like that. What about 1 under? That's probably not going to sound good. Yeah, nope. Dissonance, dissonance. Okay. What if I take these and move them up here as well? Ugh, don't like that. Oh, that's why. Alright, there we go. So now we have a second pattern, and maybe I'll just add 2 of these right here, and now I'll expand my timeline again and listen to all of it. Wait for it to go through. Alright, so now we have something like that. And I don't really have a rhyme or reason as to how, oh, if you're wondering how I did that, because I was wondering how I did that, I was using the left and right arrow keys, and it'll move across this timeline right here. So you actually have more room. You can like add more patterns eventually, but yeah, that's that. So the way I'm placing notes, I don't actually have any rhyme or reason as to how I'm doing it. I'm just listening to it and seeing what kind of sounds like okay to me, and that's kind of how I make music. I'm sure there's a better way to do it, but that's how I make it. So, and actually all the music in my game, well, almost all of it. The main menu music is the only one that I made, but the rest of the music is made by my little sister in this program. So it's really cool. You can do some really cool stuff with this. As for now, though, we have these, and we have these patterns. Awesome. Well, now I kind of want some, like, long notes, and, like, building long notes. So I'm going to add a new one. This will be our third pattern, and maybe I'll change the instrument, too. So if you want to add a new instrument, you're going to have to click Add New Instrument, and you can listen to the different ones by going over here. I'll click 3, and then I'll change it to 2. So now 3 is a different instrument, this new instrument that we just pulled up. And if you want to hear what the instrument sounds like, you can do this and just test a note. Okay, let's see. So kind of like the sound of that instrument. There are a bunch of different ones. So this is just a piano. You can use like the MIDI, which is here. You can use a drum kit, and it has like those different sounds. You can use chiptune. Kind of afraid of chiptune, I'm not gonna lie. They're like strings and wind and stuff. All cool stuff. I'm gonna go back to piano though. And I believe that was piano 1. Yes, this one, kind of liking how that sounds. So now I've changed the instrument, as you can see. And I want to make long notes. So what I'm going to do is scroll with my scroll wheel. If you scroll away from you, it'll make the note longer, and if you scroll towards you, it'll make the note shorter. So for now, I'm going to do maybe something like, oh, this is really low actually, but let's hear it. Yeah, you can't even hear it. It's so low. So you're going to want to go up because as you can see, we're in like 2 and 3. It's not where we want to be. 5's normally the lowest that I go. Okay, I have those two going on. I kind of want to remember what these sound like first, so... Okay, that's the kind of thing it's going for, and then this sounds like... So then I kind of want to do something like a long extended note. Bum. Oh, okay. Very, very extended. Bum. Bum. So maybe I'll do that. Oops, I did not want to duplicate this. So as it turns out, when you drag it down, you can duplicate it like that. But I didn't want to do that. I actually wanted to delete this. So I'm going to right click, third click. Oh, third click just made a fourth one. Oh my goodness. What a strange time we live in. I'm going to delete this pattern. So I didn't want this here. I actually made this on accident, but this is a perfect tutorial lesson. So if you want to get rid of one of the patterns that you've made, then you're just going to take it and move it down into this delete thing right here. It'll get rid of it for you. So I'll just duplicate this and delete that because I'm not quite sure how to use it otherwise. And let's see. Kind of want to see how this sounds over here. So I'll hit this. So now I'll add a new pattern. I want to add something for these right here. Oops, that's 3 again. Add new pattern. Test this. Let's do do. Not quite sure how I feel about that. What about this? So it's basically just an inverted version of the other one. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Do this, and then move this up here. Cool. So yeah, it does sound a bit off, but this is just an example. So let's let's say you're happy with this. Let's say you're happy with that and you want to save it. So I'm gonna save the seal, and I actually have this folder, Bosca Ceoil, and I made a folder called songs, and this is where I save all my songs. So you're going to want to remove that little asterisk right there and use it for a name, tutorial.ceoil. So now that's saved, but it's still a .ceoil. So as you can see, if you want to load it up, go to Bosca Ceoil, songs, and then tutorial seal. Actually, let's pull up a song that my younger sister made because it sounds better. So let's say you want to save one of these right here, and let's give it a listen real quick. I could listen to that forever. Ah, she's so talented. In any case, if you want to export the song into a way it can actually be used, you're going to want to hit export, and then you can export it as a .wave or a .mid. There's more, but I don't really mess with those, so I would normally export as a .wave, and then it'll export, it'll play your song again. So there it goes. Let's just listen. Anyway, now it's exported as a .wav. I'll just put this in the songs file again, and I'll call this